Good afternoon guys, Ange here from Ange's RCs. So today I'm going to be doing some more diff repairs on the VRX COBRA. So I'll show you what I got. Alright, so in one of my last videos I was going to bash this around with a good friend of mine, and that's Saul from RC Crazy. So go check out his YouTube channel, RC Crazy. He knows what he's talking about. He's got some awesome gear and awesome cars on there, so check it out. Okay, so the reason why my center diff has gone and also my front diff has gone, which I haven't pulled out yet, is that because I just wanted to try it. I ran the Cobra on 4S and those two diffs lasted about 5 minutes. So they let go. They didn't really like the 4S batteries, so I think I'm just gonna have to stick to 3S batteries on this one. But that could be one option. The other option is I went to my local hobby shop. I'm gonna be respectful and not say which one it is. He supplied me this Tamiya oil, whatever you want to call it. I just found it a little bit too thin, diff oils, a little bit too thin. So I tried it and I could still hear the gears slipping. So I've done a lot of research now and I've got some information from good friends of mine. So what I'm going to try in the center diff is 80,000 K to start with. And then in the front diff, I'm going to go 60,000. Now, I am waiting for 40,000 in the rear diff, but that hasn't arrived yet. So maybe just for today, I'm just going to try the 60,000 in the front and rear diffs and see how we go. All right, so probably as you can see, I've removed the center differential already and pulled it apart. So there's my center spur gear that's in metal now. I got given me that from a very good friend of mine, and that's Saul from RC Crazy. So go check out his channel, RC Crazy. He knows what he's talking about, and he's got some awesome wicked cars to check out and review. So he's a top bloke. Go check him out, leave him a good comment and subscribe to his channel. All right, back to the center diff. So yes, running the 80,000 in the center diff now. So obviously I've washed and cleaned out the center differential. That is now filled with the 80,000, and that is about the recommended level to fill it. Now this has been sitting for about 15 minutes at the moment, so all the air bubbles should be removed. Like from what I can see, maybe just a little few more air bubbles are in there. Excuse me, I got hiccups. But that is about the recommended diff oil level that you want to fill these up to. You don't need to fill these up full, because once you squeeze them together, you don't want to put any oil around where it seals up on those screws, because then it's just going to spit out. But that is the respected level that I've been looking at and been told to put it in. Just another tip, guys, is that what I've been told is, and you might already know this, is that when you've got this filled up, don't spin the gears inside, because you can drag in air bubbles. Because the oil is so thick, it can actually, because it won't actually go around the gears immediately because it's so thick, you'll end up dragging in some air bubbles. So when you put this together with the spur gear, put it on as it is and then turn it all together once it's all completely assembled. All right guys, so I've got the center differential all back together now, all screwed down, and it feels nice and solid. Like, I don't know if you can hear it, but those gears just meshing really nicely together inside there. So I'm hoping this is going to do the trick for me. If not, I'll go to a thicker oil. I have heard of other people running 500,000, sometimes 200. I suppose it's personal choice what you want and how you want to run your car. So, but as a starter, I'm going to run 80,000 and see how we go from there. Alright guys, so that center differential is now in. It's half fitted, but that's running nice. At the moment it's all fitted up nice and smooth. So what I'm going to do now is strip the front one and do that one. Alright guys, so I've got everything back together now. So done the center at 80,000, the front at 60, and I've also done the rear at 60. They do say put in about 40, but I just want to try the 60 for now, see how we go with it. There's no point showing you how I've done the front and the rear. It's pretty much the same process of doing the central differential there. So it's all up and running now. I'm going to give it a bash outside and see how we go. And just one other thing I forgot to mention guys is you can probably see I've got my new REMO hobby rims on the car as well. So these are a little bit bigger than the standard. So as you can see, just that little bit bigger, and also on the front there as well. You can't tell from here, but I'll put them side by side. They're just that little bit bigger, and these have got the bead locker, so no glue required. They already come pre-assembled. I'll leave a link below so where you can get these, the REMO hobby. And also one other thing is I've done my front chassis plate, so I got that from Alibaba. I'll leave a link below for that as well. So all right, let's go give this thing a bash. All right guys, so I'm just out here at the park, so I'm just going to give it a go and see what it feels like with the new oil in the diffs. Here we go. So we're going to be running on grass for now, so I'm not going to get much traction. Seems to be okay. Sounds so different with the metal spur gear, that's for sure. But I'm actually happy with it. There is no noise in those diffs at the moment. So definitely those thicker silicone oils in the diffs are making those diffs sound a lot more better, that's for sure. When the weather's a bit cooler, I'll end up going back down to the park, give it a bash on some loose gravel and dirt, do a couple of jumps and see how we go with it. It's like probably 37 degrees out here at the moment, Celsius, and it's pretty warm. I know this engine's going to be roasting. I'll just give it another couple of runs. It sounds really good, really happy with it. Feels good on the asphalt. This tyre's making a big difference, that's for sure. Definitely no noise coming from those diffs at all anymore since I put that thicker oil in. Sounds so different though. Drives different, but I'm happy with it. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. It's just way too hot out here, so I'm going to let it go, let it cool down, and I'll see you guys on the next video.